Hello everyone. Welcome back to Twilight Tales, where shadows whisper and nightmares breathe. Before we begin tonight's journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this tale with someone who dares to dream with their eyes open. Now turn off the lights and plug in your headphones and drift into the unknown. Tonight's story is called The Hidden City Among the Clouds. And if you think the sky is empty, think again. It began with an email, not the kind that promises riches or sells fake products. This one was short, cold, and unsettling. Dr. Elisa Granger, we've reviewed your work on atmospheric anomalies. You were right, coordinates attached, come alone. That was it. No name, no sign-off, no sender address traceable. Just coordinates, somewhere, above the Himalayas, high where even satellites get nervous. Elisa, an atmospheric scientist dismissed for claiming she'd recorded evidence of structures moving within clouds, stared at the screen, her hands trembling. For years, she had been ridiculed, mocked for insisting that something, some place existed above the jet stream, hidden behind thunderclouds and blizzards. A city, not in the clouds, among them. 3 weeks later, she was in Nepal, alone. She hired a Sherpa to take her to the exact coordinates, despite the man's visible fear when she showed him the map. "No one go that high," he said. "Too cold, too quiet. Sky speaks there." "The sky speaks?" He only nodded and handed her back the paper. The climb was punishing, the air thin. Her thoughts drifted into strange directions. She saw shapes in the clouds, towers, bridges, motion. But then they'd vanish as if ashamed of being caught. On the 12th day, a snowstorm slammed down without warning. Her Sherpa left in the night, leaving her a note. "Forgive me." I heard her whispering. She was alone, but she was close. Following the GPS, she reached a jagged ridge near the peak, and then, impossibly, the storm stopped. Not cleared, stopped, like someone had flipped a switch. Elisa stared out across the void and saw it. Floating in the clouds, tethered by nothing, was a city. White and silver spires, glimmering glass walls, streets paved with mist and silence. Complete, absolute silence. Not even the wind dared speak here. She stepped forward, half mad with disbelief. Her boots crunched on stone that hadn't been there seconds before. A bridge appearing from fog. It extended from the edge of the mountain, connecting her to the city in the clouds. She walked. As her feet touched the first stone of the hidden city, her ears popped violently, like she was dropping thousands of feet. She cried out and staggered, but everything around her remained still. No echo, no sky, no sun, just a sickly white glow. The city was enormous, empty, no birds, no insects, just her heartbeat. She explored for hours. Every building looked pristine, untouched by time. She peeked into windows and saw rooms set for dinner, books open mid-sentence, teacups half-filled, as if everyone had just left moments ago. But there were no people. Not one, until the evening came. The sky didn't change color. Instead, the glow began to flicker, like a fluorescent bulb failing. That's when she heard it. Footsteps, not hers. Many. Marching, pacing, dragging. Elisa ducked into an alley, heart racing. They passed. Not human, not anymore. tall, thin, with glassy skin and long, weightless hair that floated as if underwater. Their eyes were stitched shut with thread, yet they moved confidently, whispering to themselves in a strange language. Their mouths were sewn too, but the whispering still came. She should have left then. But curiosity is a poison dressed as passion. Instead, she followed. They entered a towering building at the city's center. Its walls pulsed like a living thing. Inside, they gathered around a column of mist rising from the floor. And then, something stepped out of the mist. Couldn't describe it fully. The shape twisted and moved in ways the eye couldn't track. All she knew was that it saw her, even through walls, even across dimensions. "Welcome, Elisa," it said, not aloud but inside her mind. "You came," it added, in a voice that felt like someone dragging ice across her bones. "Why are you here?" she asked, again not with words but with thought. "To join the others. You heard us. For years we've called." She stepped back, horrified. Others? The mist shifted. Faces floated inside it. Human. Real. One she recognized, a scientist who had vanished in 2014. Another was her old professor. A third was her sister. Her sister had died 5 years ago. "She's happy here," the entity cooed. "We bring peace, no pain, no fear, only quiet." The stitched ones turned toward her. Their mouths moved in unison, whispering a single phrase. "Stay with us. Stay. Stay. Stay." Elisa ran, down the hall, down the stairs, through the fog-laced streets. The city shifted as she ran, buildings bending away from her path, opening new alleys, always giving her the illusion of escape. But the city never let go. After hours, maybe days, she found herself back at the bridge. The same one that had brought her in, but it was gone. Nothing but clouds now. She screamed, and the city whispered back. She began to change. It started with her voice. It vanished. She couldn't speak. Her thoughts slowed, as if thickened by syrup. Her skin grew cold, pale, slightly translucent. Her hair floated upward even without wind. The city was making her one of them, and still, part of her loved it. It was peaceful. No expectations, no cruelty, no loss. The city held her like a mother would a frightened child. She gave in, and then she woke up in a hospital bed, oxygen mask on, machines beeping, a nurse reading a chart. "You're lucky," the nurse said. "Sherpas found you unconscious on the slope. Frostbitten, dehydrated, been out for 2 weeks." Elisa tried to speak, but her voice was gone. "It's okay. Don't strain yourself, you're safe now." But she wasn't. She knew it. She could. Still hear it. Feel it. The city hadn't let her go. It had followed her back. That night she looked in the hospital mirror and saw her reflection blink half a second too late. Her eyes were bloodshot and stitched. No one else noticed. Days passed. The doctors cleared her. She returned to the States, silent and distant. Friends visited, but she stared at them like strangers. She began drawing, obsessively, page after page of towers missed, faces sewn shut. Whispers filled her home at night. Sometimes neighbors said they saw figures on her roof. tall and thin with floating hair. But no one ever took pictures. One evening, a package arrived at her door. No return label. Inside, a small stone, gray, smooth. It pulsed with a soft white light. That night, her apartment vanished. Police found nothing but clouds in her living room. Thick, swirling clouds. Her furniture, her books, her body, gone. Only the drawings remained, and the stone. To this day, hikers report strange sights above the Himalayas. A city among the clouds, silent and vast. Sometimes people vanish. Sometimes they come back changed. But most are never seen again. So if you ever feel the sky is watching you, if you dream of towers hidden in thunderheads, if the mist whispers your name, don't follow it. Because not all cities are built on land. Some are built on lost minds and silent screams, and they're always waiting. Thanks for listening to tonight's Twilight Tale. If you liked what you heard, give it a like. Hit that subscribe button and share it with someone who dreams a little too deeply. Sleep well, if you can.